Welcome to SRINATH GUPTA Land Oil classes, sir. So today we are going to discuss how to use 3 hours time or 3 hours 15 minutes time in the exam hall. The biggest complaint given by CA students after writing the exam is, sir, time is not sufficient. Sir, we know all the answers, but we are unable to get all the answers because time is not sufficient. So, how to solve this problem? How to overcome this problem, sir? So, let me explain you how to use the time in the exam hall. If you follow these instructions, it may give you extra 5 to 10 marks in the your result. So, let me see how to use 3 hours time or 3 hours 15 minutes time in the exam hall, sir. So, your exam will be 2 to 5, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. So 3 hours exam will be there, beta. So exactly 2 o'clock you will be getting the answer sheet. But 1:45 to 2 o'clock you will be getting the question paper. Beta. Then 15 minutes time gap is there between the allotting of the question paper and also allotting of the answer sheets. So how to use this 15 minutes time and how to use this 3 hours time, let us try to understand, sir. First of all, what to do in this 15 minutes time, how to use this 15 minutes time, this is very important, sir. This 15 minutes will affect your 3 hours better. If you use this 15 minutes effectively, your next 3 hours will be effect. Will go, you have a lot of efficiency in your answers. So for what to do in the first 15 minutes, sir, that is 1:45 to 2 o'clock. What you should do in this first 15 minutes. So after getting the question paper, first understand the each and every question, that is understand the words used in the questions. Then write down the entry. For example, one question is there. After reading the question, so how to read the question, that one also important, sir. How to read the question also important. So when you're reading the question may have the 3 statements, full stop, and second statement, full stop, and third statement, full stop and fourth statement. So in the fourth statement he will ask you the question, beta. This is the question, this is what he is demanding from you, what he is asking. Focus on the last point, beta. So explain or discuss or decide. You have to focus on what he is asking in the exam. Beta. What is the intention of the examiner? You can understand the last point. So this is the first point, beta. After reading the first sentence, what you understood. Beta. Write the summary here or highlight the word, particular word. And this is the second statement, what you understood. So write the summary. Beta. Or highlight the particular word in the statement. Read the third statement also. Third statement in the question. So understand and write the summary. If you understand like this, beta, you can save the reading time again in the after giving the answer sheet. So first read the sentences and write down the summary of the question. If it is an accounts question, beta, so write down the entry. Write down the entry. So in your mind and also on sheet also if required with pencil. If it is a related to law question, if it is related to accounts, write down the entry. If it is related to law, no, beta, write the case law name or decision or section number for law and also tax and also for the auditing. Essay number. If it is a accounts, if it is a costing, if it is a FM, beta, write down the entry, write down the formula. So if the question related to accounts or the costing or FM, so after reading the question, even answer is not available with you, write down the particular general entry or particular formula, so that after giving the answer sheet directly you can get the answers. You need not spend the time again on the reading of the question. Beta. So if it is a law and tax and auditing, no, beta, so write the case law name or decision or the section number or the essay number. Clear, no, beta? So this is very important. This is what you should do in the first 15 minutes. Understand the question, write down the entry or formula or the decision. It saves the time to read the question again. Why? Because why we have to save the time in the exam hall? 1 second, sir. Remember that, sir, we're having the 3 hours time for 100 marks. That means 180 minutes for the 100 marks. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 3 hours means 180 minutes. So for 100 marks, how many minutes are? 180 minutes. For 1 mark, how many minutes are there? You have to analyze. That means 180 minutes into 1 minute divided by 100. That means for 1 mark, that means for 1 mark, you are having the 1.8 minutes. 1.8 minutes means 1 minute is equal to 60. So 80 minutes means on average nearly 100 seconds are available, sir, for 1 mark. For 1 mark on an average you're having the 100 seconds. So question is given for the 4 marks. No, you have to complete the reading of the question, writing of the step number 1, step number 2, step number 3 and decision. In how many minutes, sir? Question is for 4 marks. No, you have to complete everything in the 400 seconds. 400 seconds. If you're taking the 200 seconds for reading of the question itself, so when will you answer? That's why use 15 minutes time to understand the question and frame the answer in your mind. Write down the answer also in the answer sheet, the question paper with pencil if possible. Otherwise, so store it in your mind. So what is the answer for the question? So why? Because 4 marks is there for question and you're having only 400 seconds. If you're spending more time on reading of the question while answering, so when will you answer? When will you write the answer? Better time will not be sufficient. So remember, for 1 mark on an average, how many seconds are there? Beta? 100 seconds are there. Remember this thing. Next, so write down the question, write down the entry or formula or decision. If it is a accounts or costing or FM, so form, write down the entry or the formula. If it is a law, no, law or auditing, theory paper, so write down the answer, the decision or section number, or that the provision. It saves the time to read the question again, because it is very very important. Beta, don't spend more time on reading the question after giving the answer sheet. So spend more time for understanding the question before getting the answer sheet. That is in the first 15 minutes. So this is how you have to utilize the first 15 minutes. Beta, so first read the question, understand the question step by step. First statement, what is that? Second statement, what is that? Third statement, what is that? Write down the summary, and fourth, he will ask the question. Beta, so here you have to understand the intention of the examiner from the last point. That is very very important. So what to do after getting the answer sheet? So 2 o'clock we will be getting the answer sheet. What you should do after getting the answer sheet, sir? One second, sir. This is very important, sir. If you utilize the time properly in the exam hall, minimum 5 to 10 marks will extra will get better in the exam. On average, for all subject, 30 to 40 marks extra will come if you utilize the time effectively in the exam hall. First 1 hour, what to do, better? In the first 1 hour, you have to make sure that you are completing 40 marks. Beta? This one is very very important. What general people will do? For example, it's an accounts paper. They will take the one balance sheet, big balance sheet. So they will spending the balance sheet for single entry, for example, or the amalgamation, for example, or final accounts, for example. So otherwise CFS, consolidation, for example, they will take the big sum. They may give maximum 12 marks for this amalgamation sum. They will be spending nearly 1 hour for writing the answer. Obviously, it will not tally in the CA exam for majority of the students. Again, they will read the question. Again, they will try to answer it again, correct it, the answer sheet again. They will spending nearly more than 1 hour in the first question itself. Sometimes 1.5 hour also. You left with only 1.5 hour. How many marks are there? Beta? Nearly 88 marks are there. Come on, tension starts next attempt, 6 months. That's why don't make a foolish decision in the exam hall. Don't try to tally balance sheets in the answer sheet, because even your answer is not tallying, still you will get the marks, because the main intention of the examiner is not tallying of the answer, but how you are giving the answer for the that entries, general entries. That is very important, beta. In law paper also, beta, that section numbers are also important. Provision is important, है ना beta. So even the language also to some extent it is important, beta, है ना. The intention of the section is very very important, है ना. So don't strike off the answer, don't write it again if answer is not getting tallied, है ना. So first 1 hour you have to make sure that you are completing the 40 marks. So moreover, beta, in the exam hall you are having the, for example, 6 questions are there. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, question number 5, question number 6. Question number 1 will be compulsory generally in CA paper. Out of remaining these 5, 1 2 3, we have to answer 4 questions, है ना beta, generally. That means 5 questions. 5 into 20 is equal to, for example, 100 marks. So you need not write the first question at the first instance. Out of these 5, choose the question which you know, which is a favorite question for you. So which you know all the answers, है ना beta. So moreover, this is the answer sheet. In the middle of the page you have to write. So answer number 1A, answer number 2A. Majority of the students don't get this thing in the exam, beta. So clear instructions as given by the ICAI. So in the answer sheet, general students write like this is the margin. So answer 2A, answer 2B. But as per the ICAI instructions, you have to write the answer number in the middle of the page. Answer 2A, answer 2B, answer 3A, answer 3B, like that. But in the middle you have to write that. And each new question must be in the new page, beta. So you are answering the third question, है ना beta. Answer 3A, है ना. So don't write the 3A here, है ना beta. So start the new question in the new answer in the new sheet, new page, है ना beta. This thing is important. So make sure that in first one you are completing how many marks, sir? 40 marks. For example, beta, since you are choosing the your favorite questions, है ना, out of 40 even you are getting 30 marks, still happy, है ना beta. Don't expect 40 out of 40 and CA, even you're getting 30, still happy. So next 1 hour you have to complete minimum of the 30 marks, beta. So moderate answers, even you're not confident, still you know the answers, still you know the answer. So next 1 hour you have to complete 30 marks. That means by the end of the second hour you're completing 70 marks. Out of this 30, even you're getting the, for example, 15 marks also, half marks, still happy. 30 plus 15, 45, है ना. So that means you are pass already. Last 1 hour is there, no sir, last 1 hour, है ना. You have to make sure that you have to answer last 30 marks, which you don't know, you have to think and you have to answer, है ना beta. Out of this 30 marks, even at least you are getting the 10 to 12 marks or 10 marks also, beta. So 30 plus 15, 45, 45 plus 10, 55. So on average you will get the 55 to 60 marks, beta. 30 minutes is not only 30, 30 to 40 you will get here, 30 to 35 you will get here, 25, 20, 50 to 20 you will get here, out of 30 marks. Last 30, 10 to 15 marks you may get because you don't know the answer perfectly. So on average 50 to 60 marks you will get, provided if you are answering the first 1 hour 40 marks, second 1 hour 30 marks, total 70. So out of the 70, even you're getting 40, still pass, na beta. So what are you getting in the last 1 hour will be bonus for you, margin for you. So if you do like this, beta, pakka will get 55 to 60 marks in every subject. Minimum 60 you will get, beta, exemption. And very very important, after completion of the exam, beta, after coming out of the exam hall, don't do these two things, beta. Note number 1 and note number 2. Do not discuss the answer with your friends, because your friend is not a Bhagavan, beta. Even he is a class topper, still he may make the mistakes in the CJ question paper. Don't compare your answer with your friend's answer. Don't check your answer with your friend's answers. Just calm down. Exam is over means over. That's it. And don't give marks to yourself after reaching your home. Some students, what they will do, better. So accounts exam is over. Next day is the law exam. Without focusing on the law exam, what they will do? So this is the question paper. 1A, 2 marks. I may get 1.5 marks. So 1B, so 4 marks, I may get 2.5 marks. Don't give answers, don't give marks for your question paper, beta. Don't do this thing, because you may get less marks as per your evaluation. It will disturb the next papers, beta. That's why once paper is over, no, erase that paper from your mind, erase that subject, remove that paper from your mind, beta. So that you can able to focus on the next paper, है ना? So this is how you have to manage the 3.5 hours in the exam hall. Clear na sir? If you don't know the answer, just read what you know, but don't spend more time on the same question beta. Why? Because you're having only 180 minutes. How many minutes beta? You're having only 180 minutes for 100 marks. Already I said that is for 1 mark you're having 1.8 minutes. This is very very important. So you can able to answer all the questions provided if you're using the this first 15 minutes. Clear beta? Next, after completion of the exam, today accounts paper is over, है ना? First day one accounts paper is over by the 5 o'clock in the by the 5 o'clock in the evening, and you may reach your home by 6 o'clock, and next day will be holiday for the preparation, and that next day will be law exam, है ना बेटा? 1 day gap will be there in between the two exams. So what to do in this 1.5 day? So I will be preparing, I will be making the video, I will be making the another video. So please do watch that video also, how to use 1.5 day gap between the two exams, है ना? Have a great time, enjoy the day, good luck. Signing off, SG.